Hello, anybody home? Hello. Okay, here we are. Hello, anybody home? Hello. Okay, here we are. So I'm talking about music licensing today, behind the scenes, what it looks like to license music for use in television, films, and all that kind of stuff. It's a very exhaustive process of minutia, what we call metadata. It's all in the freaking metadata. So I'm going to show you what I do is I have this list of moods up here. There's probably 500 here, you can see. More than that, I'm sure, but this is to kind of give me an idea of things I can put down in the metadata. And I'm working on these files. So right now I'm working on In the Bleak Midwinter, just one track. And it's exacerbated by the fact that for every single file I have to go through all these points of data, and then that's multiplied across many different companies that I work with. Right now we're working on our acoustic Christmas music, getting it up to date on this catalog. Might as well do that while I'm at home. And I'm putting in producer credits, and I recorded it, so I'm putting myself in there. One of the good things about this site is that it allows you to pull up what you did on the last track, so you can kind of use that as your template. All this stuff recorded, guitar, I'm going to put myself down here. And I wish there was something for mandolin so I could put Karen down. Might as well put arranger. Select arrangement. Okay, what do we got here? Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and save that. And then I'm on the next one. So actually I'm going to go back and add another mood to this because... Okay, here we go, under this search info. People that are doing, television, movie, commercials, whatnot, they have a giant haystack. They're looking for a needle. They're looking for the music that will fit perfectly with their scene. And so to find that needle in the haystack, they got to reduce the size of the haystack down. And one of the ways that they do that is by using these databases. They can go in and put in things like, holiday Christmas, Renaissance music, and here are some vibes. So I saw a vibe over here that said tranquil, so I'm going to put that in. Tranquil. On this list, I can go here. So we've got tranquil. One of the things I heard recently is that there's a lot of music that's sad or emotional, but it's really hard to find good upbeat music. So apparently if you are good at writing upbeat, happy music, that can give you an advantage. So then I've got the tempo here, I've got the decade, language, sounds like, and the sounds like is kind of big name artists. So, I'm thinking for this track, it's got mandolin and guitar. Who plays acoustic guitar that's a big artist? Maybe that ukulele player. Let's see if he's on here. Jake. Let's see. Yep. So, that's an acoustic instrument. I can add other acoustic players here. How about, I'm thinking acoustics, so acoustic guitar. So John Williams. Yep, guitarist. So what else? Who's a famous mandolin player? Chris Thile. Boom. So I could get real detailed with this and put a lot of different metadata points in here, because again, that's going to help me help me. I'm the needle in the haystack. It's going to help those producers find me. The more things I can think of in here, so you can see this is an extremely time-consuming process, but in the long run, it's going to help them find you and help me make more money, more residual income, that kind of thing. And this is just one track, so help me out here. Can anybody else think of any famous acoustic guitarists that I could put in here that play tranquil, meditative guitar? How about Alex DeGrassi? Is he in here? Yep. What about, let's see if anybody's commenting here. David Rothkeb's watching. Name me some famous acoustic guitarists. What about Michael Hedges? Let's put him down. So, they might say something like, I'm looking for some classical guitar or some Christmas music in the style of Michael Hedges. So, As many that I can think of, I'll put in here. So I got a famous mandolin player, because this is, after all, this is a track from A Mandolin Christmas. Alright, so I can go ahead and save that. And yeah, I may think of other things as I move forward with this. So that's one track in the Bleak Midwinter. Let's listen to it. It has a folk acoustic vibe to it, which I put here. See, spiritual, moving, elated, dreamy, beautiful. Acoustic, meditative, spacious, soulful, tranquil, holiday Christmas, folksy, Renaissance, no vocal, mandolin and guitar. So it's a nylon string guitar. I'm being as specific as possible. The writer of this is Gustav Holst, who lived in late Romantic period. Sounds like Jake Shimabukuro, John Williams, Chris Thiele, Alex DeGrassi, Michael Hedges. And then here's the pitch. I do have video URLs, but I'm going to add that later because I just want to get this music up there. There are all the production credits. It allowed me to pull down, I think, over here in Mac, so I can have my ASCAP affiliation. So I hope you guys find this interesting. If you don't, then sorry. Come see Karen and I live on Tuesday. live.stringsattached.org. All the information. We'll be playing live from our house. It's called Strings Attached at Home. And this Tuesday we're doing a fan's choice show. And if you go to that live.stringsattached.org, you'll see our set list there, all the songs that we currently can perform at the drop of a hat. It's about 4 pages long. And you can pick 3 songs and even pick one that we don't know and send us an email. Curious if anybody else tuned in. Oh, we do. We've got Wilson Marks, we've got Terry Lynn, we've got Oksana, we've got David Rothgab, my friend I went to high school with, whose mom was my English teacher. So, yeah, so this is one track, all of the metadata that I've entered. So now I'm going to go back to where it says upload, and, oops, okay. So as you can see in the background, I'm uploading all of this. I don't really need to have liner notes in there. I don't know how that got in there. Okay, so where are we? Alright, we want to, let's just go to music here, and you'll see all the tracks that I'm going through. All these tracks I'm working through one at a time, and they can take up to 15 minutes each. So, alright, so I'm going to think of a track that is very similar to that so that I can just reuse all that metadata. Silent Night, Away in a Manger, Silent Night, that's pretty much the same thing. So I'll go autofill with, where is that track? In the Bleak Midwinter, where are you? There we are. Okay. So Away in a Manger. So much fun, right? Any comments out there? There's 4 bored people I see watching. All right. What are you doing? Away in a Manger, I'm going to put down public domain. And Silent Night. Away in a Manger. Maybe let me do this. Night, it's instrumental. So you can see it filled all this in, except it didn't fill in Arranger Writer. And it didn't fill this in, Mandolin Christmas. Alright, I'm going to make sure that it's that one. Yep. Okay, so here we go. Will Taylor, 100% arranger on this one. But this one, I'm going to add Karen. Will Taylor. Karen Mall. And I'll do a 60/40 with Karen. What's this all track? Okay. Now, actually, I don't know if Karen is ASCAP. I think she's ASCAP. I'm going to have to ask her that. So I'm going to send Karen a little text here. Hey, honey, are you ASCAP? Where? Alright. So, affiliation, ASCAP. Okay, Karen. Same thing here. I'm going to add her to 60/40. That's our deal, because I do all the bookwork. In case you're wondering, master royalties, same deal. 60. save, and then I'm going to pull up that same autofill with In the Bleak New Winter, load. I think I didn't click load, that's why it didn't load up. Alright, so it's basically all the same, but I'm going to listen to it. It's a waltz. And if you're watching this, if you want to ask any questions, I'll get over there in a second. So there's nobody watching. One person watching. Alright, so we already got classical, Renaissance. I'm going to try to put in here waltz. Good. Perfect. Tranquil, soulful, spacious, meditative. Maybe I want to look over here. Any other big name artists? What it might sound like. Like, who is a acoustic folk nylon guitar star? I'm trying to think. I got John Williams in there. I'll look at my list here again. Wondrous, soaring, optimistic, moody, mellow. I guess you could say this is mellow. Wouldn't call it atmospheric. So I'm gonna go ahead and put mellow in there. Relax. 10 minutes till my lesson. Okay, tempo. Gotta change that. 1, 2, 3, about 90. Yep, 91. And under the decade. This is definitely turn of the century, if not earlier. So it's not really romanticism, but this tune goes back to the 1800s. So I like this Baroque for use in another. Decades refers to decade your song cover sounds like not necessarily decade it was written or recorded. So I'm going to put turn of the century and go ahead and save this. Now what I wish is, it keeps telling me to click here to submit all 4 tracks, okay, is that I wish this list would go down, because a lot of these tracks I've already submitted. Now that one, did it do that? Let's see. Yep, see, it's still here, away in a manger. So that's kind of confusing. Alright, and you can see here's a list of everything I already have up, and how many downloads, etc. So I'm going to finish up here and go teach an online music lesson if anybody's looking for basic guitar, violin, viola, or piano. You can reach me 512-589-8749. And come see us, live.stringsattached.org. This Tuesday, Karen and I will be playing live from our living room. It's called Strings Attached at Home, and you can make a request from our list. It's all at live.stringsattached.org. I'm going to teach a guitar lesson now. I hope everybody's having a beautiful day and staying off of social media, or at least staying off of the news and keeping your vibe up. Maybe I'll see some of you tonight for the meditation. Stringsattached.org, the link there for a meditation if you're interested. Take care. Hello, anybody home? Hello. Okay, here we are. Hello. So I'm talking about music licensing today, behind the scenes, what it looks like to license music for use in television, films, and all that kind of stuff. It's a very exhaustive process.